Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said.
All right, so what's going on? That was my flight in and landing to the 3rd annual Rough River State Park fly-in. This is a fly-in a handful of us put together on a forum called Pilots of America. If you're looking for a great aviation community to get involved in, that's a great forum. Lots of fly-ins are organized on that forum. It's a lot of fun. So Rough River State Park has a little airport called 2 India 3. It's on the west side of Rough River Lake. It's a 3,200-foot runway, 0220. And right off the east side of the runway are a set of cabins that you can rent. And so we book all those cabins once a year, go out and have fun, barbecue, grill, do whatever, fly a lot of planes. And so this was the 3rd time we've done it. It was a lot of fun. So we all met up at the airport after we landed, visited for a little bit, and it was time to start flying. The last time we'd done this event, Kevin from 310 Pilot had taken me up in his 310, but we ran out of time before I got to fly him in my plane. So the first flight that I got to take was basically taking Kevin up in the Cirrus. So this is a little bit of footage from that. I didn't get to record the audio, so I'll just kind of show you a little bit of the flight. Before every flight, I do make sure I get the most important question answered. Do you find the Mac easier to use than a PC?
Yes.
Really?
I'm not an Apple fan. I have an iPhone and an iPad, but I mean, I'm not like one of the Apple...
I have all their stuff, but I don't like it.
Yeah, this phone, look at this little thing.
That is kind of
old
school.
You know how old this thing is? But it still works.
Yeah. And with that out of the way, it was time to go flying. All right, battery 1, battery 2. I don't know how similar or different this is from yours. Like we got 2 batteries, 2 alternators. You kind of have a backup of everything. But I don't know if that's typical on those type of aircraft as well.
I do have backups, all that. It's just one's for each engine. So I have 2 alternators, 2 batteries, 2 vacuum pumps. So.
Clear. Pretty normal flight. It was a tiny bit bumpy, but not bad. And I let Kevin have the controls. He did some steep turns, some wing overs, some sort of docile maneuvers just to kind of get a handle for the Cirrus. He seemed to enjoy the plane quite a bit. Kevin is an extremely precise pilot. We were doing some turns. He put the plane in a 45-degree bank and planted that wingtip on a spot on the ground. Did a 360 and it didn't even budge. It was amazing. One thing I always like to do is demonstrate how the spring-loaded controls on the Cirrus allow the plane to sort of pivot in place as you're turning, and when you let it go, it's almost like you see an air show, they do the 4-point roll. Obviously, we're not going inverted on camera. But so it's kind of cool. You can see here I'm doing those turns, and it sort of locks into place when you let the controls go back to neutral. So we flew around a little while longer, and then we decided it was time to head back, and I had one of the most beautiful landings probably I've had in a while. And I try to always land that way, but it never works when there's someone else, especially a pilot, in the plane with me. After we were done flying, it was time to head back to the cabins, and that's when we start building fires, cooking meat, having beers, and telling lies, as pilots tend to do when we get together. One interesting thing that happened this time is my friend Eric. You might remember him from the last time we did a Rough River flight. He was the guy I had to bring a bottle of Jack to. He had mentioned that he had a bottle of this hot sauce called The Last Dab, if you've ever seen Hot Ones on a channel called At First We Feast. It's terribly hot. So Kevin, what do you got there?
The Last Dab.
The Last Dab.
Triple X.
Now, I put a half a cup on my burger. How much are you going to put on?
I'm going to put 1/100th of a teaspoon.
Oh, no.
Put your initials on there.
You're dead.
That's quite a lot.
Okay. But when the guy who brings it doesn't eat it, it makes you feel like you're doing something bad.
How you doing? Is it hot?
That's pretty warm.
It's pretty warm. Stain spreading over there.
It like intensifies a little over time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think I'm getting the better video.
Head's warming up.
Yeah.
Forehead's starting to sweat. Oh, it's right there, Dustin.
I'm gonna put a little relish on first.
Yeah.
And then
I don't think it's gonna help.
You struggling?
It's just really hot.
Yeah, it turns out. They put that in the marketing.
I do understand the taste part of it.
It's very good.
My lips are on fire.
Yeah.
I don't think chapstick will help.
Nope. The only thing that's going to help is more of that sauce, actually.
I don't think so. I'm gonna feel better if I watch him.
that's too hard.
No, everyone's mad because that's not enough.
No. Come on, go for it.
Don't be a little bitch.
Can somebody put ice cubes in my mouth right now, please?
You're right, Brian. I do like the flavor.
Uh-huh.
No, the flavor's fine.
Anything else?
I don't think I can do it. I might need like a drink or something in between. Did you eat the whole thing without a drink?
Yeah.
More tingly than hot.
No.
I'm tingling on the inside.
I understand what tingly feels like. Right. This isn't that.
It's hot.
Is it a tear?
Yeah, it's a tear. It's a tear. It's hot. It's delicious, but it's hot.
I want it to stop. Oh,
How come
The burning.
How come out of 16 people, only 3 of us were dumb enough?
It just gets the back of your throat.
Right.
Brian, I will give you $100 if you really touch your eye.
If I touch my eye?
If you let me touch your eye.
100 whole dollars?
$500 if you just let me touch it.
Man, I like $500. No, you can't.
Yeah.
All right, the next day, the plan was to fly to lunch as a group. So we all hopped in our planes and we flew to Oscar Whiskey Bravo Owensboro Airport. It's supposed to be the barbecue capital of the world. I don't know. I think there's a lot of places that say they're that. And we ate at a place called Moonlight Barbecue. It was okay. It's a little bit maybe overhyped, but it was pretty good. You should definitely check it out. They've got a shuttle that'll come pick you up from the airport. I think we had about 20 or so people. After we were done with lunch, we shuttled back to the airport, hopped in our planes, and we flew back to Rough River. So the next night, it was more of the same. Back to the cabins. We built as big a fire as we could and sat around the fire having some beers and cooking some food and telling stories with other pilots. It was a great time. The following morning, I got up as early as I could because I wanted to dodge some weather, and got a little interesting. And in fact, I will tell you right now as I'm filming this, my father is on a commercial flight to Memphis, Tennessee to go pick up the Cirrus. I ended up having to leave it in Arkansas and Uber to Memphis to catch a plane back to DFW. So part 2 of this video is a little more intense. It was for me. And we'll talk a little bit about my trip home and see some of the decision making and the weather I was kind of coming into, and how it differed a little bit versus what I was hearing on the surrounding AWAS. So that's part 2. Thanks for watching, subscribing, liking the videos. I appreciate all the support for the channel. Thank you, Gold Seal, for sponsoring it. If you guys want to learn more about fly-ins like this, get on Pilots of America and check out. They do Gastons, they do Michigan and the Upper Peninsula. We do obviously Rough River and different things like that. It's a great forum for get-togethers like this. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, you guys fly smart. Click this link to see the most recent video upload. Click this link to see a video that YouTube thinks you might like. Click this link to subscribe to my channel.